Who is this, y'all?
Isley Brothers.
Nope.
Well, the intro is. Oh no, today is a good day.
Yeah. Who is that? Ice Cube.
That's cute.
God, look, how does young cat know about this?
Brandy know all the
Brandy
songs.
know all the music.
Well, let's
She
do
old
it.
school.
Yeah.
Sample.
I'm cute though. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bed With Y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. My voice is going, so what's up, everybody? Do me a favor, like, share, take with them. I love you so much. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Happy Monday to y'all. Let everybody know we're on tonight, man. It's going to be really dope. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world today. Hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Hope you're dope. You feel me?
Wow.
What it do, man?
It's the wow.
You a real radio host.
I be trying to, you know. Welcome to 105.5. It's 10 minutes past the hour, y'all. I know you're on your way to work, get you a little breakfast sandwich, a little biscuit. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Y'all look like people that be getting croissant biscuits on the way to work.
No, I don't.
I didn't see croissants want to put a time.
In college.
Dr. Courtney does, don't you?
Sometimes with no meat.
Where do you get it from?
We're not gonna talk about this today.
Where you get it from? Burger King. Burger
Okay, so
King.
the last time I had a croissant, I went to Cafe Intermezzo, which was
Fancy.
bourgeois on Peachtree Street. A little coffee that I can't pronounce.
You still eating the crap, huh?
Sometimes,
Yeah, so you gotta start doing that.
sometimes, but I did.
That's how you get you sandwiches all the time, don't you?
All the time?
Yeah, I can tell.
That's crazy to
It's
say.
it's on your face, like it's
Written all over your face.
yeah.
It's all right. I don't stop and get breakfast biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that.
I just cook myself. I can cook
For
It don't
me-
happen all the time.
For me, it's just oatmeal and blueberries, dog.
Blueberry.
So
Oatmeal,
appetizing.
Yeah.
You don't like oatmeal? I love some good old oatmeal.
Yeah, me
I
too,
can't
man.
eat oatmeal.
I do not like oatmeal.
Well, you know, the young folk don't like oatmeal. They young.
I used to eat cream of wheat.
Ew. I can't
Well, that's
take
a
none of
northern
it.
thing.
Yeah,
That's a
my
north,
grandma
that's
fed
a
me
north
cream of wheat.
thing.
That's all I ate.
I've never had that before.
It's good.
Yeah.
What's
What's
what do you
what's
think?
the difference between cream of wheat and oatmeal?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, what's the difference?
Is
I
it
don't
like a
know,
porridge?
but
It's
like
like barley.
It's like
I thought porridge, oatmeal, and cream of wheat was different.
Was it made out of? I don't know.
yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you put sugar in grits?
Absolutely not.
I
Or
don't
is
eat
it
grits.
salt and grits?
Salt and grits.
I don't really eat
I don't
grits
eat
like
grits.
that.
Yeah.
And if I do, it's just
Who
cheese.
are you people?
Yeah, we don't. They're from up north.
Who are you
Grits,
people?
yeah, my
You from
stepmom,
Midwest.
she's from the South, and she introduced us to grits, but I never ate them like that. I will, but it's not like, I love grits. I'll
What-
eat cream
what-
of wheat
what-
over grits.
Oh,
I'm
man.
a texture eater, so all of that
So
stuff,
yeah, do you
I
like
can't.
okra then?
No.
I
neither.
love
Are y'all
okra.
crazy?
Y'all crazy.
Are y'all crazy?
Now, going
I
too
do
far.
not like
I hate
okra.
Fried okra.
I
Fried
can't-
okra.
It's slimy. It's slimy.
I can't deal with it.
Fried okra, dog.
With a little hot
No.
sauce.
Fried, listen, they talking about World War III. I said this. I said, if you can just make sure the fried okra stay around, I'm good. I can get through the wall.
Catfish and okra.
I can get through the wall with some okra.
I'm with you. I'm
Thank
with
you.
you.
Hey,
Yeah,
come on,
fried
dog.
a little hard.
But I'm interested in
Good.
cream of wheat. I might go get me some and just.
I don't even know where they sell like
They
as
have it
far,
at Walmart.
but when who cooks it though, because
Oh,
I've never
yeah, no.
cooked it. I've just I don't know if
It
I've
seems a
never-
little instant though. You might just need to add water.
That may not be a good.
Oh, okay. Not a good
option. You may
excuse.
need somebody to cook it for you. Yeah, grits. I need somebody to cook it.
to make grits. Like
Yeah,
good
hey, grit. If you
you
jack
cook
that
it,
up,
yeah,
that's like it's sticking to that pot,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
It's,
I
man, yeah, bro.
Stirring
Yeah.
it, like you gotta cook.
You
it
always got to
up.
stir the grits, dog.
Okay.
It's almost very
Yeah.
similar to cooking rice.
Rice.
Yeah.
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 You can either jack it up.
Yeah,
Or it'll be
or-
really
yeah.
good.
Well,
Yeah,
I be
yeah.
jacking up rice, so
Rice is hard to cook.
it's very hard. I have a rice
It's the
cooker.
same.
They
It's
have
not
a grit
hard,
cooker.
y'all.
Do they have a grit cooker?
Rice is hard.
It's not hard, y'all. You know why it's hard for y'all to cook rice?
Why?
Because you have a cell phone.
No.
Yes. Yes. You
It's not
can't.
water
No,
to
very
rice
good.
ratio.
No, it
Yeah,
ain't.
ratio
No,
is right.
no. You don't want to sit there and watch it and stir. Watch it and stir. Listen, that's all it is. You be on the phone. You can't do that with the rice unless you know what you're doing. And then why you messing up rice anyway? Now you got rice cookers.
I use a
Yeah.
rice
Well,
cooker.
now.
Well, you
whoa,
could have used
whoa,
a rice
that's
cooker.
not great.
You messing up rice with rice
Everybody
cooker?
Stay calm. No, we're not gonna talk about how I messed up that rice in that rice cooker. Okay, I can cook. That was a 3-time thing.
Come on, bro. How do
That was a
you mess
that
up?
rice cooker was cheap.
It don't matter. No, man.
I'm not even gonna tell y'all why I got that.
Typically when it's a cheap, y'all. Typically when it's a from Dollar General.
I was in a rush.
Confirming or denying.
I was in a rush.
No, man.
I was in a crunch.
A crunch.
And I said, I got to get this rice
You
cooker
just
ASAP.
you ain't put enough water in that out.
No, that rice cooker was cheap. I did. I measured the water out. I read the instructions, and it was sticking to the pot every time.
Just put oil at the pot, brethren.
I tried it.
No, you didn't. You didn't
I
put no oil.
did.
You didn't put that Pam spray at the pot. You put the spray down there. Get this. You put the spray down there. You put the rice in there. Then you put the water in there, and you close it and press the button and walk away. It'll say ding. You got rice.
I truly believe some places you cannot purchase pots from. Like I shouldn't.
Now that's the truth. Cookware is essential. Good cookware is essential.
I shouldn't have done that. I was in a rush.
Y'all, them young cats, dog. Them young cats, man. All right, man. Let's go to commercial. Yeah, man, they do sell over at Church's Chicken, and I want something now. I hadn't seen it. When is the last time I seen it? When is the last time y'all seen the Church's Chicken? You see it all the time, though.
Every day.
Y'all ever had those
Just a few
jalapeno
days
poppers?
It's the biscuit.
I ain't never.
Y'all never
Those
had
honey
jalapeno
biscuits.
poppers?
What you talking
Hey,
about?
hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. We hadn't talked about it on the air. What y'all think about last week's show with Dr. Shane Perry?
Oh, it was good.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was a really good show. It was interesting. But it was good.
I think he should write an action movie. He need a biopic.
Last Action Hero.
No, for sure.
Perry Wick.
I was truly
Perry
insane.
Wick. Yo, he
was
said,
insane.
hey, man, Dr. Perry
was
said
insane.
they were grabbing him after he'd been dehydrated and he had passed out when he came to the head, come up behind him, and he did this head, but everybody.
5 people. Yeah, and one time.
He rolled over. He said he had some theme music playing in his section for less.
Not City Trend.
It was okay. I ain't gonna say it no
Yeah.
more. It was
Not on air.
the IV.
What you said about IV?
He crawled because they wouldn't give him the IV. He put the IV in his arm himself. That's powerful. Wow.
In yourself?
Yeah, he crawled because they wouldn't.
But you know he's a medic though.
Yeah,
He's a medic.
He's a medic. He knows how to do
My
it.
thing is like, was it set up already? Did you have to go get all this? You know, but he powerful. That's powerful. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't crawl, bear crawl to get the. He didn't say bear, but I just imagined it like that. He just crawled to put the IV in himself because they wouldn't give it to him.
Hey, you know, I got a little heat on that. People didn't like the fact that I interviewed him.
Really?
Who cares?
They watched it though.
Yeah,
That's
all
what we
right.
care about.
Like,
that. You were
Brian, was that one of our biggest shows? 3.1 thousand views.
Whoa.
As of now,
As of right now.
3.1 thousand views. Well, if y'all thought that was something,
Yeah.
I'm not announcing
Just
it.
wait.
I'm not announcing it, but in 2 weeks, I guarantee you, it'll probably be live while we're streaming. It'll probably be, I could see easily 1,000 people watching.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So
about
who I'm interviewing in a couple weeks, I can see 1,000 people watching it live. Right.
Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah.
that. I'm super excited.
So it's gonna be crazy.
What?
Oh man, we got some. Hey, what up? What up? Welcome to the band. You feel me?
Guys,
You feel me?
wow.
Yeah, you know, I think people don't understand like these types of platforms. It's not about, and I had people say, you know, hey, y'all gonna stop him from saying this or A, B, C, and D. Well, that wasn't the mission, and that's never gonna be the mission. I'm not going to get into a debate on my show. I am interviewing you letting you communicate your perspective.
Absolutely.
I'll ask a question that may challenge thought. I want people to hear from you. Now, all throughout the interview, did the apologist rise up in me? Did the theologian rise? Yeah, this ain't the platform for that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So this is interviewing. So I want you to think of this as like a Z-list Breakfast Club.
Z-list is
That's
crazy
too
to
far.
say.
That's too far.
But we climbing though. We climbing.
Z,
But
though.
all the way from Z,
Yeah,
we couldn't
we're
have been
at
like,
Okay, an endless.
what about like if we really an A-list Breakfast Club?
That's not true.
We better than them.
That's not true.
Z though.
Not Z.
Z, that you didn't do it.
It's not A, it's not B, it's not C, it's not D, it's not E, it's not F. Because my name is Gabriel, we're G-list.
Okay, yeah.
We G-list, boy. We G-list, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
My thumb don't go all the way in. I'm gonna tell y'all why though.
this way.
Chris, I'm gonna tell you why my thumb doesn't go all the way in.
Tell us.
Oh.
If you could, y'all, Brandon, show the camera, get like a close up on this if you can.
Yeah, it is a little lopsided.
All right, here's why.
Tell us. Okay.
I got a story.
Okay.
Then we're gonna get into the show. Once upon a time, not long ago.
Oh, I know
All right,
the song.
me and my sister, we came home from Bible study. We were kids. It's a Tuesday. I had been watching some karate movies.
Oh, this ain't gonna end well.
Okay. Can I finish?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
This is not funny,
I'm
dog.
sorry. It's
Yeah,
not funny.
I'm
This is a real
listening
story.
hard.
It's just.
It's not funny, dog.
Yeah, it's not.
You feel me? This is
serious
real.
moment.
It's serious. All right. We got a whooping for this. There was a carpet knife. Do y'all know what a carpet knife is?
Sir.
The carpet knife,
It's like
it ain't, you have to push it up. All right. It's a very sharp knife. It don't care. I'm asking, do you know what it is?
I do.
All right. I don't care about do you have one or not. I'm asking you, do you know what it is?
I was trying to visualize. Man,
Yeah,
it's
all right.
fine.
Don't nobody care about that.
Okay.
All right, so I got a carpet knife and I said, Tori.
It's best to be in the comments.
I said, Tori, swing at me. I'm a block it
Because you have been watching.
because I have been watching the karate movies. So she said, oh, okay. So she went like this, and I tried to block it.
oh no.
Okay, that was it. I looked over to the left. There was a wall. I look over, and there are just drops of blood on the wall. Then my mind processed. Look down at your hand. My thumb was split open.
All right. See. Story over. Ugh.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I go to the hospital, and they put 8 stitches on the inside,
Oh my God.
11 on the outside. So now I feel, y'all know how old I am.
Yeah.
I still, if I hit it on something, inside will kind of shake, vibrate a little bit, and then stop. And it's all because of you, it's all because of my sister. It's all because of you.
But you told her to.
That ain't matter.
You told her to do it.
She shouldn't have done it.
I mean, you the big brother.
So yo, my hand was wrapped up right. Let me tell you what it really means to be raised by black parents.
Tell us.
You went to school in it.
You got 8 stitches, 8 on the inside, 11 on the outside. Your hand is wrapped up, right? It's obvious that something is wrong. Okay, this is a situation where you can't get it wet type thing. So I'm in the shower like this.
Driving in the shower is crazy.
I'm in the
Yeah.
That's all right.
I'm in the shower like that, right? Do you know
Bad.
when we got home from the hospital,
Bad.
we were in the bed. Dad comes home, comes in the room, turns the lights on, whoop my
Yeah, you were raised by black people.
That is what it means to be by a black to be raised by a black.
Yeah.
They don't care nothing about no. They don't care nothing about your hand. About to be
Your hand don't got nothing to do with
your hand. Hey, I think my mom was like, Vic, so his hand ain't his butt.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's the motto. Yeah,
That is.
All right, man.
Wow.
So that's my story.
Sorry about that.
I appreciate you, man. You feel me? All right, Chris, what would you do, man?
Okay, so this is What Would You Do? This segment is called But I Just Watch It. I'm a 52-year-old woman, and I've been married to my husband for 30 years. We have an amazing life. We met in college and have been glued to the hip ever since. And now we have 3 beautiful children. We built our house from the ground up with 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. And although our life hasn't always been this beautiful, the last 10 years have been amazing. We vacation when we want, pay for what we want, and we own multiple businesses together. It's a dream. Well, that's what I thought until last week. I needed to use my husband's phone because my Wi-Fi wasn't working. Well, of course he said yes. We don't have passwords or anything on our phones. So he was in the shower and he told me to grab his, to look up whatever I needed. As I went to the internet, I noticed there was a browser already up. When I opened the browser, I saw pornography. I mean, most women would say, well, a lot of men watch pornography. Yeah, but this wasn't any type of porn. It was same-sex pornography with men. Yes, men. My mouth dropped. My husband got out of the shower and he knew exactly what I was doing. He told me that it shouldn't be a big deal because all he does is watch it. I told him that it was disgusting and to tell me how long he had been doing it. He said he just started and it's not a big deal. He told me to put his phone down and continue getting dressed for dinner. So I did. I spoke with my sister about it and she told me to run fast. But she doesn't understand that my husband and I have more than just a marriage. We have a real partnership. And I don't want to break up my family. I mean, he did say he just watches it. Ladies, what would you do?
You said he's watching what type of pornography?
There it is.
Same sex.
Same sex
Men.
with men.
Yeah. Ladies,
My.
what would you do?
that man is gay,
Yeah. 30 years.
and you gonna go from watching it to doing it. You just want to know what to do when the
Or
time
not.
comes.
Or he's already doing
I
it.
was like, or he's already
I was
doing
going
Or
to
he's already
say
doing it.
he's probably been doing it for a long time.
a very long time, and then she needs to. Get
Well,
checked.
let's spin it. Let's change the scenario. Let's say we know for a fact he's never done it, but he is just watching male on male pornography. What do you do?
Well, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Like we good.
I'm head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Love you though. You know we good.
You walking away from a 30-year marriage.
God's will and strength. Yeah, I'm
That's
gone.
very extreme.
With
to
the strength
do.
of the Lord. Yeah, I mean I know that's a long time, but that means that he's not just interested in you.
All right, so let me spin it like this then. Let's switch it. A man finds out that his wife has been watching pornography, but same sex, woman on woman. The average man ain't leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not really
Men
the
are gonna
same.
stay.
Well, it is the same, but
Is it the same?
No,
not
it's
really.
the same, but the perspective is
society's
different. Yeah,
eyes, yeah.
in society's eyes is different, but it's the same though. It's the same. Yeah,
A man not leaving behind that.
Yeah,
he
he
might
gonna
get
say,
excited.
go ahead and you know
Yeah.
most men they gonna that's fine, but this right here,
So I'm asking. So ladies, all right, what do y'all do?
yeah, I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna have to
I ain't
leave.
gonna say it, I'm gonna
That's a bit extreme.
we would have a conversation.
Yeah.
What kind of conversation?
Well, I mean, we would. I mean, hopefully, because I know a topic like this is really touchy, especially
Yeah.
when it comes to men and same sex, whatever it is. But hopefully, we would have built a relationship. Of course, you're not going to tell me everything.
Yeah.
But like, let's have a conversation. Okay, so is this what you're into? Let's talk about it, and then I guess we would just kind of go from there. But I think
So you're open to staying.
I would be open to saying.
And see, I guess that for me, that shows me that you're into it. Like, we don't even have to talk about that part, because if you're watching
Oh yeah, you're into it now. You're
into it.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah, you into it.
it would be a peaceful leave because you have it would be a peaceful leave because 30 years, you're more than just, it's the friendship build. You have children together. So it's going to be peaceful because, you know, but at the end of the day, I know that you clearly aren't just into women. And that, now, if it was another woman and we didn't build all this, I ain't gonna cap women. I may just stay.
Right.
But because it's men, that means now I'm looking over my shoulder for everybody. Yeah. I don't know what, you know, and you as a woman, you want to be, I mean, women, that's enough for me. Like, I still, you know, but men, I don't know. I would have to peace out.
And I was gonna say another
Lord
thing.
forbid you.
No, and I was gonna say the reason why I formed it like that is I would be mindful in how I
approach
it.
it.
And,
yeah.
you know, I would just kind of like, okay, so let's, you know, I would still be honorable in that moment.
Yes.
My heart would be to be honorable in that moment and just kind of have a conversation about it because, you know.
But you would be open to staying.
I would be open to staying.
Okay, what if he has participated in homosexual relationships and this comes
Relationships.
y'all, ship or ships?
You and me, tomato.
Yeah. So with a ship or ships.
That would be a different conversation. I think that would be.
So you're open to staying if he's watching it, but if you found out that he has engaged in that, do you stay or do you leave?
I mean, I don't know because I would. When I get in that, oh God, not when, but I'm saying if I were ever in that situation, I think I would kind of judge from there. But
what about y'all?
I think that would be like
the conversation for me would be, okay, how we gonna split what we have? Like, how we gonna do this peacefully for the kids? The conversation wouldn't even be about your sexual preference because I know what it is. I see it. I just saw what you like. So the conversation for me would just be, we did this thing. Well, let's go ahead and, you know, we good.
Yeah, we're gonna part ways real here.
But we gonna do it in a sweet, nice way because if you've been married for 30 years, you really have a friendship with somebody. That's a real thing, you know. But I mean, you gotta trust the Lord. I ain't gonna bring God into it, but I'm gonna be on my head.
I promise you can bring God into it if that happens.
I'm gonna have
either way, whether if you're
oh, you're gonna be praying. You gonna be.
If it's men, women, you're gonna bring God into it. But I would just have to.
I wouldn't feel comfortable because now I'm always going to question. You're watching it, but it'll only be but so long before you do it if you haven't done it. So that's always going to be in the back of my mind. Yeah. Now I'll be thinking what you do in that gym, in that locker room.
All right. Man, you didn't win. Man, all right. You see what I'm saying? Why the locker room? Why you just
be changing? I don't know.
Well, you know, let's all right. Well, let's be very, very clear. Let's be very clear. I've been living in Atlanta 10 years. Chris, you're from here. Court, you've been here 9-10 years. Des, how long you been here?
14 years.
14 years. All right. So we're here long enough to let everybody know. Let me tell you about Atlanta, homie. It is highly, highly probable that if you are engaged with a guy or you meet a guy here, I don't know about nowhere else. Yeah. Here, it is highly probable that that gentleman.
Yeah.
So let's not act as if this is far-fetched. People experience this. And let me say this to any person that is a homosexual, no problem. You do you. Here's where you cross the line. When you put other people's lives in danger.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. So y'all can take whatever letter you want to take and do what you want to do with that. Nobody cares. But we will have issues if you're putting people's lives at risk because you scared to come out about just come on out or just peace out. Yeah. But there are a lot of people, and we should make this a show one day. Yeah. There are a lot of people who are suffering from HIV and AIDS because someone didn't have the courage to go ahead and cut off a relationship. So let's stop BSing.
It's a real thing
about this and shoulda, coulda, woulda. the first thing you're gonna do is go to the doctor to see if you.
That's the number one.
That's the first thing you're gonna do.
One.
Because people have to live with these. There are innocent people. There are innocent people out here. Their lives have changed because people. That's not integrity, dog. Get this. Even for the females, tell him you used to do that or you've had a sexual encounter before. We all got to say this stuff, y'all.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that last week Texas became one of the highest states for HIV, dog? Yes. Stop playing with it. This ain't no joke. That's a story, but this is not a joke. And there are people out here. You're having sex unprotected, then you're having sex with the same sex unprotected, then you go and sleep with your wife or you go and sleep with your husband. Hey, yo, stop that.
Stop it. Jesus Christ.
Don't nobody want to live with these types of things. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
All because you scared to come out. Yeah. No, that's not integrity, dog. That's the equivalent to that's a crime.
It's a crime. It's a crime.
If it's a crime.
It's a crime. It's a crime. You can go to jail for that. Yeah. Stop doing that. So it's only a crime if you are aware you have it.
Yes.
Yeah. Herpes.
So we gotta stop playing with that. That's a real situation, dog. And I wouldn't want my daughter, my sister, my whatever to be in this situation. I'm gonna kill you.
Straight up.
Because it's serious.
That's serious. People's lives are changed off of that. So that, all right. Thank you for that, Chris.
That was good.
Taste test. Shakira, what we got?
These are energy bursts from Tandy for a quick boost of energy. So they say it's equivalent to a half a cup of coffee, and it works within 30 minutes.
She says,
it works in 30 minutes.
I did it. I was about to eat it. But I ain't opening it. They stopped me. That's me.
And it's equivalent to half a cup.
One is equivalent to a cup of coffee or the whole.
A half a cup.
Oh my gosh. I need this.
I need
my
this
workout
tonight.
tonight. I gotta work out.
I need this tonight.
So don't eat the whole bag?
Yes, do. You can.
But one is one.
A half a cup. It's only a half a cup.
The bag? Or just one gummy?
I think the bag. Whatever the serving size is. I don't remember.
Yeah, the whole bag.
This is good.
This is
good. These good.
It's 3 grams of protein.
How many?
They're good, y'all.
Yeah, these good.
Oh yeah.
This is actually really good.
Where you got this from?
Correct.
Target.
Oh, these. I think I've seen these before.
Let's see.
Yeah. These are good.
Wow.
Oh, yum, 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 yum.
What's the 8 out of 10 for me?
This be a snack.
This got a lot of carbs though. 36 grams.
Yeah, we got
Oh, yeah.
All right, put that down.
Yeah.
One more though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one more.
2 more for me.
Yeah, this paper I got to write tonight.
These are good.
These so good.
All right, I'm John.
This is really. I'm
Shakira.
gonna eat one more.
It's really good.
That's good.
Yeah, good job.
Shakira, how us about these current events, man? What's going on in the world?
All right. So on Friday, we experienced the largest IT outage in history at the hands of a software update for Microsoft devices. This impacted 8.5 million Windows devices worldwide. So industries impacted include airports, 911 services, and healthcare facilities. So IT teams across the globe were hard at work undoing the damage of this one development issue. So in an interview, the CEO of CrowdStrike, which was responsible for the problem, said that an update went out. They started to see the issues and then they rolled it back. But the systems, were already impacted. So obviously we've seen that flights were canceled. Again, like the emergency services numbers couldn't be reached. Even up until Sunday, people like in Atlanta specifically, like still couldn't get flights out. So they were sleeping in airports. So CrowdStrike shares fell, obviously, 11% on Friday during the outages and then 13% on today. Additionally, the CEO has been called to testify in front of Congress.
Say what?
What happened?
Yeah, I read an article today from CNN that said that Delta has been the most affected out of everyone, and it's still happening today. People are upset, and the airport is crazy.
So did y'all see what Aaron posted?
Yes, Southwest was
So Southwest didn't they were not affected.
Yes.
And it's because they haven't had an updated system
old.
to be affected. It's an old system. And so I said,
She told me that Sunday.
I said, yeah, that kind of, it did something to me,
Yeah.
right? It made me say, like, I'm a preacher and a prophet, so I started having revelation.
Right.
Have we become so innovative that we're at risk?
That's good.
That's good.
So it's almost like you can't hack a car that starts with a key.
Right. To
So-
hear that Delta was most affected, that surprised me because we all hold Delta to such a standard, and to see that everybody talks about these other airlines, but they were flowing like it was fine. And Delta today still, it's Monday, and they're still having issues. That surprised me,
And I think-
who we hold to a standard.
Yeah, and I think sometimes too, these companies as they get larger, they kind of get lax. One of
Oh,
the things
absolutely.
sometimes we get a little lax, and we just like, oh, it'll be fine, or this will never happen to us, or anything like that. Sometimes people get stronger in that area, but then sometimes people just
I think even for let's say our churches and our businesses. I'll give you a prime example. If you have and this is why it's important. If you have a church or a business and you receive debit or credit, you have a credit card machine. I think it's important that if you're going to have a lot of technology, then you need to find some type of company, some type of whatever to protect you from your technology. So if my technology turns on me,
That's
if somebody
good.
hacks it, everything is still protected.
Yes.
I think what we do in business and in church, we get the latest stuff, but we don't get protection for the latest stuff, that if this goes out,
Yeah.
I don't lose everything.
Yeah.
So I think churches need to start kind of looking at it, because you can't go back.
Yeah.
But you can protect the innovation and the technology that you do have.
Yeah.
We were taking, I remember years ago, we were taking like debit and credit, but Chanel somehow we changed our system that hackers they don't even have to come in the building. They can just get into your Wi-Fi and get everybody's banking information while we just taking offering.
Yeah.
So we had to get a new system to protect from that. So
that's crazy.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this was, we were in Roswell when that happened. So I don't believe in going back, but I think if you're going to have a business and have a church and you're taking money, figure out programs or hire somebody to protect your emails. Y'all talk to me.
Yeah.
Text messages. We have company emails. We have everything.
Gotta
Our
change that
church has
password.
everything. We had, you name it, we got it.
Yeah.
So hiring a company to say, hey, we will protect all of y'all's stuff. And most mega churches, y'all, they have IT people.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I think that's where we are. So if you're a pastor and you listen to your boy, whatever, if you are a business owner and you're listening, hire someone. We keep hiring everything but what we really need.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like you like, I'm gonna hire somebody for my social media. You need to hire somebody that can protect your stuff.
Yeah.
That's where, if you don't hear anything tonight, research who can protect your stuff from hackers, A, B, C, and D. And this is for everybody that's listening. Protect your phones.
Protect your phone.
What you talking about?
Protect, and I ain't talking about just getting a screen protector, dog. Take everything that you don't want nobody to see out your phone, because a hacker can go in and capture stuff and put all of that stuff out. So I'm just hollering at you. Dr. Gordon Chambers, let me get it
Right.
right now. Let me see you.
Do you
All
all
right,
think that this was really just an error with an update, or do you guys think that we had like a full-fledged cyber attack and they just don't want to know? They don't want us to know.
Yo, I was in Gwinnett. I don't know. I was in Gwinnett. I don't know what happened, dog. We be chilling up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to come off like, it could have been, y'all. I don't know what you think. Y'all know. I don't know.
I think it was an error.
It was an error.
Yeah.
Like if it would have been an attack, the CEO. I think if it would have been an attack, it would have been a lot worse. Like, but I think that was just an error.
I think it's just error. That's a big error.
I'm telling you.
It
I
is.
went to the dentist today. Their system's still not working. She booked my appointment from 3 rooms down because they only had one working computer.
All right, that's what I want to ask here. All right, so I went to the gas station, right, and their system was down. I had to pay cash. All right, what does that have to do with the airport?
So if they use the same Windows systems, if they use it, then they were affected by this third party
All right, so why is the CEO being questioned about something that he didn't have?
because the CEO of CrowdStrike, which produces the software for
Gotcha.
Microsoft. So basically, it seemed like in an interview that I watched a clip of that they didn't test it and they just rolled it out.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, somebody losing their job
That's not
big
good.
time.
You were about to lose your job.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not.
All right, man. Hey, Shakira, for our current events, y'all welcome Dr. Courtney Spencer with our Black Political segment. America. I hate to inform you that yesterday I got scribble scrappers. So didn't really want to figure out what. He said, that man said, this man said, United Grapes of Australia.
It was Osama Malala.
Oh God,
All right, man, go ahead. I'm sorry.
y'all, it's been wild.
Yeah, dog, it's wild, man.
It's been wild.
It's wild, dog.
Because before it actually came out on Sunday, we had been hearing whispers.
Yeah.
Friday when he got COVID. Everybody was like, oh, shoot,
Yeah.
what's about to happen, you know? But Sunday, everything went down. And he finally, do you have words?
No, I just want to get a little bit in right here. I just want to get a little smack.
Your big
Go
one
get
on this
these.
one.
What
Okay.
is it called?
Yeah.
Energy
It's
burst.
Y'all, we all grabbed out.
Energy
We said,
burst.
okay, look at the little snack. Right.
It's good.
No,
They said
'cause-
we was smacking in the comments.
Ooh.
This worthy
Oh,
of
we was
smacking
smacking?
though. This
Sorry,
worthy.
y'all.
Well,
I'm
because
sorry.
they're a little, you know, they're a
Yeah,
Keep
little.
going. Keep going, dog.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I have my thoughts about him stepping aside. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later.
What are your thoughts about him stepping? What do you mean you have your thoughts about him stepping aside?
Okay, so I understand what he presented and why he did it. One of the things that I'm looking at, and one of the things that I observed is not so much him stepping aside, but just the fact that the Democrats eat their own. They eat their own.
No, America eats his own.
Yes, but here's the perspective I'm coming from. Republicans would never, ever do what the Democrats did to Joe Biden. You had senators, you had state reps, you had people from everywhere going public saying he needs Democrats saying he needs to step aside, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. One of the things about Republicans is that they handle their situations privately. No one would ever come forward and say, you know, Donald Trump, nobody would ever do that in the Republican Party. That is literally what the Democrats do. I will give you a perfect example. I'll make this story very short. I was interviewing a prominent Republican state representative here in the state of Georgia. I did an interview with him talking about Trump's first year in office, and he was his rhetoric was just completely on, you know, par with what Trumpsters say. Someone in the room was in the room when this actually happened, and they can actually vouch for what actually happened next. When those cameras turned off, he was a completely different person.
Yeah.
And so I said all that to say half these Republicans probably don't believe anything that
President Trump. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're just unified.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are the picture of unity. Literally, that's we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But they're the picture of unity. Democrats eat their own.
Yeah.
And so, do I believe? Oh, and the thing about Republicans is that Joe Biden wouldn't have even gotten that far.
Right, to even be able to.
He wouldn't have even gotten that
Yeah,
far
to be-
because
yeah.
they play chess, not checkers.
That's right. I got you. I got you.
They
Yeah.
plan things out years in advance, 20, 30,
So
50
they
years
wouldn't have
in.
set anyone up to, or they wouldn't have set up their party to be embarrassed anyway.
Absolutely
Got you.
not. Absolutely
I'm with you.
not. Hence Project 2025. They have a strategic plan. We go in the Waffle House and we're doing like strategic little visits, and they have plans for the Supreme
tough,
Court
man.
justices.
That's tough, dog.
So, but it's what's happening.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm probably the most disappointed in. Not the fact that he stepped aside, but how the Democrats ate their own.
Yeah.
And and it's making me kind of take a look at things, but that's neither here nor there. So of course, Joe Biden, he stepped aside and he endorsed Vice President Soror Kamala Harris.
Hey, do the thing y'all do.
I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So I mean, everybody's been talking about it. You know, she within literally 24 hours, she's gotten, I think, on her site. How much did she get on her site?
Over $40 million.
No. She has more than a 40. It's like a,
It's on hers is 50, but then on the Democrat side, it was like $67 million. So she's almost at $100 million raised in less than 24 hours.
that's crazy,
They
dog.
said a bunch of small donors came
Yes,
together.
it's grassroots. It's grassroots. And of course, you know, Joe Biden, he endorsed her, but guess what? She's not the nominee.
Right. That's what I want you to talk about. Help us understand what happened.
Like, understand, we're giving all this money to her,
Right.
but she is not the nominee.
She's not. We have not voted.
We have not. Well, here's the thing. Joe Biden wasn't even the nominee.
Absolutely.
Joe Biden was not the nominee. And people,
What you mean? What you mean?
No, for real. Joe Biden is not the nominee. People don't understand. When we vote in the primaries, we are not voting for the actual candidate. We're voting for delegates that go to the Democratic National Convention in order to nominate a person.
Okay, so give us the.
Ooh, that's real deep in the weeds. But
All right.
I will, because it will take up the whole segment. But I will say this: literally, these delegates that come from each state, they represent the Democratic National Convention. They come together every 4 years, and they basically bring up this nominee for president of the United States. And so Biden had all of those delegates that were going to go towards him at the Democratic National Convention,
Which is when?
which is in August.
In August.
If I'm not mistaken, 19th through the 22nd.
Gotcha.
But
the likelihood of him not being the nominee was slim. Now it's done. Now it's dead.
But
All right.
see, here's the thing. All of those delegates that belong to Biden are not just going to go to Kamala Harris.
Right.
Now, are there a lot of people that are probably going to go to her? Absolutely. But now it's wide open.
Yeah.
But what do we? But okay, now I have the question. Forgive me, I'm slow with it. What? So everybody's saying Kamala Harris. But who will be the nominee? How do we even get there?
Oh, it's going to be up to the delegates.
So if they say no, what do we do?
If they say no, they're going to choose somebody. And see, that's why everybody was talking about removing him. There's so many steps that have to be taken. Wow. See, number one, there was a state representative. Her name is Yasmin Neal. We absolutely love her, representing Clayton County. She actually talked about this earlier today. Number one, earlier yesterday or today. She was talking about basically those delegates, they can either meet before the convention and already have a nominee selected, and then it's just already done before the convention. If they don't select somebody before the convention, they're going to have to go to the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, and go ahead and choose somebody and move forward from there.
And so my question is, well, who are the options that we have outside
It's a free for all.
I'm about to put my name in the hat, dog. I have a dream that one day.
Now, mind you, that you have to have a certain. It's like I said, I don't want to get too deep into the weeds. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds, but you have to have a certain number of signatures and all of that in order.
I can get some signatures, bro.
Right.
Yeah, real quick.
I mean, literally, like it's a whole process at the DNC, but this has literally, like, imagine how this is making us look on the national stage. The last time that someone, if I'm not mistaken, can you check me on this if I'm wrong? The last time that a sitting president, an incumbent president, did not seek re-election was Lyndon Baines Johnson, and he was having this whole situation with the Vietnam War. Bobby Kennedy was about to seek that nomination for the Democratic Party, and of course his brother got shot a few years ago before that. So of course people were probably going to support Bobby Kennedy, but of course he got assassinated in California before that could even happen. But of course Lyndon Johnson, he didn't seek re-election. I think I think it was Nixon or somebody that ended up taking his spot. But anyways, it doesn't matter. That was the last time that something like that happened. Wow. But of course it wasn't for reasons of an 81-year-old person that people don't think is, and another reason that they're saying that this is a problem, our Speaker of the House, I think his name is Johnson, Congressman Johnson, he's basically threatening to sue the Democratic Party.
For what?
Because all this time we've been, saying Biden, and they're saying, it's not likely that this will happen, but who knows if it's actually likely to happen, that the Republicans will sue the Democrats, and the election could potentially, it's not for sure, be decided in the Supreme Court. And then of course,
really,
that's what I'm saying. People were talking about removing, but there's so many implications. And of course, we know how that happened the last time in the election in the year 2000 with George W. Bush and Al Gore, when the Supreme Court had to decide, of course, with those, the Chads in Florida. So there are so many moving parts to this, and it's going to be a long road to November. So
here's the question that everybody wants to know. We see everybody saying, I'm with her, I'm with her, I'm with her, I'm with her. Let's say let's say she's a nominee.
Okay.
What's the likelihood of her winning against Donald Trump?
Okay, so here are my thoughts. Some of the things, I have so many thoughts on this. I'm going to try to make it short. So I think that it's going to be a long road to November, but I do think that, because people are saying it's not possible for a woman to be elected as president of the United States. People don't realize that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote.
Sure.
She won the popular vote by 2 million or some odd votes, 2.7 million. I might get that wrong, but it's millions of votes, right? But she lost in the electoral college vote. But that's again, that's a whole nother segment.
Right.
It's possible. A Black woman, I think that it's going to be a long road to November, but actually getting a woman elected, I believe that it's possible. The other thing is Vice President Kamala Harris has an extremely hard road ahead of her. I think that her base is energized, but there are some people, when she first was up for vice president, one of the things that I did an entire series about the hypersexualization of Black women. And it came from people hypersexualizing Kamala Harris. And they said, Joe and the hoe. Joe and the hoe. And it prompted me to do an entire thing. So there have been conversations since she ran for vice president about.
I remember that.
She slept her way to the top because she dated the mayor of San Francisco.
Yeah, dark skin. Yeah,
that guy. And so Willie Brown, Lord, somebody check me. Anyways, dated him. And
Willie,
right? Saying that she slept her way to the top.
Yeah,
right. As soon as Vice President Harris said that she was going, for the nomination, our friend Candace Owens, she came back out from the darkness, literally, and said that, she slept her way to the top. And it's so offensive when other Black
I like
women.
Candace though. I like Candace.
I like
Candace. I like Candace.
All of her little strong.
Yeah.
I do.
I
She
like
recently got
Candace.
saved too, yeah.
Hallelujah.
I didn't see that.
Saved to what?
Really?
God is faithful and kind. He can restore and redeem anybody. Hallelujah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Did y'all
She
hear?
announced that?
She said,
Yeah, it's safe to what?
Oh,
I'm joking. I don't have a okay.
yeah, okay. I
Candace,
Nah, you don't like her.
Yeah, you don't like
she has good facts, but sometimes her facts are skewed to a political motive or agenda. But
Sure.
that's neither here nor there.
That's very true.
Anyways, but one of the things that bothers me, and this is the case in point, you are a black woman, you are a woman of color, and you are hypersexualizing another black woman. And that is a stereotype that is placed on black women. You have the Jezebel stereotype, you have the Sapphire stereotype, you have the Mammy stereotype. There are various stereotypes that are placed on black women, but you just chose to place the Jezebel stereotype on another black woman who is trying to, further herself for political gain. And so that really bothered me, but I think that that's going to be rhetoric that we're going to see throughout this entire election. She slept her way to the top. I even saw posters of her like in bikinis and a big, but like they enhanced her butt.
They photoshopped her butt.
They photoshopped her butt.
Man, bro, what that at? Man, 'cause that ain't right. Like that's so bad, dog. I ain't even seen that. Like, show me like it's that's real, bro.
They took it down.
Oh man.
I'm leaving. Anyway, but but it's this rhetoric. Oh, even say that she's I listened to an interview that they did for her concerning her recently, said that she's a DEI hire. She was Attorney General of the state of California. She was a congresswoman. She was vice president of the United States. And yet you have Donald Trump. We're not even going to talk about, he has felonies, but 34 felonies, but you have this woman who is learned. She has a whole law degree. You were, like I said, attorney general. You were a congresswoman. Wow. You were vice president of the United States. You've done all these things, but still, they said she's inadequate. Yeah. That was the word that they used for her, and that she's inadequate and that she's a DEI hire. So I think, to answer your question, Dr. Gabe, I think it's going to be a long road to November, and I think she's going to have a lot of stereotypical things. And then, of course, she's going to have her own record to fight against, because some people don't like her because of her record when she was attorney general in the state of California. And then, of course, people are saying that she didn't do anything as vice president. But of course, we know the ban. Of course, we know that the role of a vice president is ceremonial. You're not supposed.
You're not changing nothing.
Yeah.
So, but those are my thoughts.
Y'all show your love for Dr. Courtney Smith without black political segment. That jump fly. Let's go to commercial. Oh no, it's questionable.
It's questionable. It is indeed questionable. Okay, you guys. It's time to dive into It's Questionable, the segment which explores the latest headlining news. President Biden released a message sharing his sympathy with the family of Sonia Massie, who unfortunately died at the hands of police officers. Well, Massie called the police to report that an intruder was possibly in her home. 2 deputies arrived to her residence to respond to the call. She was boiling water at the time, and officers did ask her to remove it from the stove. One of the deputies then opened fire, saying she was coming at them with a boiling pot of water. Before she was shot, she did drop the pot of water on the floor, raised her hands above her head, and stated that she was sorry. This unfortunate event has caused an uproar. What it did was spark the conversation of Donald Trump wanting to give police officers full immunity and coverage to do their jobs. To the band, do we think that this is questionable? Is full immunity something that police officers should have?
Don't they already have it?
No.
What is it called? It's a clause. I forgot what it's called, but it's a specific call.
But we don't have full. All right, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah.
So I'm recently finding out about this.
Yeah.
And your question was, should we have full immunity?
Should police officers? Yeah.
This
was a flat out crime, though.
This. Now, here's what I'm not going to do. As a police officer, I'm not going to say, oh, they shouldn't have done blah, blah, because I wasn't there.
It's situational.
It's situational.
Yeah.
I don't, unfortunately, y'all, and fortunately, when you're in those high stress situations, you do things.
Yeah.
All right. And the average person will never experience a high stress situation like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be very careful. But based upon what y'all said to me today, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is very bad.
Yeah.
This is very bad. And you shot her in the head
Jesus.
over a pot. You're done, bro. I don't care how you, because I have enough experience to say, pot, no body cam. Thankfully, another officer had his body cam on. Pot, no body cam.
Jesus.
Headshot. Someone is going to say, someone's going to have the sense enough to say, why the head?
Yeah.
For a pot of water. Now, that is very dangerous. I'm a police officer. But a headshot, y'all.
That's insane.
And now please understand, as police officers, y'all, we're not trained to shoot you in the leg, the thigh, the foot, the shoulder.
Yeah, you go for the kill.
We're gonna do vital organ and the head. I'm saying as a police officer, what made him shoot her in the head?
In the head.
And she wasn't armed in any other type of way. It was literally just a pot that you asked me to remove from
Right,
the
that's the
stove.
other detail that you gave.
Yeah.
You asked me, so I'm going over to do what you said do. You say, I will shoot you. I really want to see that video and see
And
what.
they released it publicly, and his exact words were, I swear to God, I will shoot you. And she said, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. And he fired. It happened that quickly.
Y'all, put it like this. Right now, the climate, I agree with Larry Reed when he said this. Right now, you don't come after women, you don't come after black people, and you don't come after the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
I'm saying no court system, no judge, no chief of police is going to back him. He's done.
Yeah.
So black folks don't have to worry about, is he going to get off? Right now, people will eat their own to protect everything that they have.
Yeah.
Even if they secretly say, in the office, man, I'm cool. I understand, but I got to do this because I ain't about to let you burn down all of this. So I think right now we're on a wave where even if people agree, they're going to throw you to the wolves.
Yeah.
And it's worked. And I think it's going to work out for situations like this.
Yeah.
There is no state that because it's been public, it's been made public. Oh no, you're done, bro. You're done. So the conversation is not, we know that should not have happened. We know that, but people are wondering, will he pay? He's gonna pay for it. He's done.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. That should not have ever happened unless we're missing some details, y'all. Yeah. I am professional enough, not emotional. I'm professional enough to say, unless we are missing some details, then he's done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't be mad, black folk, if a detail comes out.
Right.
But as of now, based upon what we know, he's done. I'm telling you. That's just my opinion. I ain't nobody, but I put that gun and that badge on before. And I've had to point my weapon at somebody. And let me just put this out here. Y'all, we ain't even talking about shooting a weapon.
Yeah.
We're saying pulling it out. I've had to point my rifle. I've had to point my handgun at a human being before. And that is the scariest stuff you could ever hear me. That's scary, dog.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Pointing that weapon at a human being like that, that's scary. So that's why I'm being very careful. I pointing, and so then shooting it.
Headshot.
It's a different. That's tough, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, all right, y'all. Thank you, Des, for his question. Let's go to commercial. I need you to do me a favor. I'm trying to get rich and famous. Trying to get rich. Do me a favor. Leave a review. If this is your favorite podcast, which I know it is. I need you to go. It's at the bottom there, somewhere around the left or right, and leave a review. I don't care if it's good, bad. I don't care if it's negative. Say something, please. Then So you can always be notified that I am live. Press the subscribe button now. We're trying to make money out here so we can continue to give you some great content. I love you so much, and I know you love me too. Press the subscribe button. Let's make some money. Yeah, let's have a conversation about arguments in a relationship. I want to preface by saying this, y'all. The scripture says, be angry and sin not. So emotion is not a sin, but acting on the emotion is. So emotion is not a sin. Anger is not a sin. Just like having disagreements and arguments that's not a sin in a relationship. So let's say that you and your partner are arguing. That's not bad. That doesn't mean that something is wrong in the relationship. Now, I do know people who cannot, they don't know how to be in a healthy relationship without argument. There are people who they think that something is wrong if there is not argument. And typically psychology says that that's connected to trauma. Yeah. Okay. Well, equally so, you are traumatized if when there is an argument, you panic.
Yeah.
That's right.
Arguments are normal. Disagreements are normal. But I want you to put this in the comments, healthy disagreements. Yeah. Okay, healthy disagreements. If in fact you are constantly arguing with your partner, friends, partner, spouse, whatever, you may be in a rough patch. It does not mean you're with the wrong person. It means that you may be in a rough patch. If you all have been arguing since the first date,
That's all right. First date. All right. The first date.
And you all have been together for a year plus. I want to say this. That's not even the wrong person.
That was good.
Something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
All the time.
There's something wrong with you. But do not be alarmed if, in fact, there are arguments. It's normal. It's natural. But we would like to pursue and lean towards healthy disagreement. For example, I want to kind of throw this out here. And I'll get to it in a moment. Matter of fact, I'll get into it. What do we do if we have been constantly arguing? Number one, let's get to the root of why you're fighting. Let's get to the root of the disagreement. One of the things that you'll be surprised that sometimes, and this is what I'm learning as I have gotten older and matured, sometimes honesty comes along with aging. And I love it.
Talking about.
And they're good.
So good.
Honesty comes along with aging. One of the things I can be honest about is the closest people to you get the worst of who you are.
That's so true.
That's tough.
The closest people to you get the worst of who you are. So very seldomly do we will protect our reputation at work. Maintain professionalism, maintain class and couth, and get home and totally dump whatever's going on in us on our families, friends, partners, etc. Okay? With that being said, sometimes the argument, what you're arguing about is not what is really going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have something in you that you may be offended about, you may be upset about, you may be frustrated about. For example, if in fact you are unsatisfied or dissatisfied with where you are in life, and you've been just kind of going back and forth with yourself, you're not going to always communicate where you are with your partner. But sometimes what they do or something that they did that may have aggravated you, triggered an emotion, and you decided to take your frustration about where you are in life out on them. Does it make sense?
Absolutely.
And so I want to start off by saying, number one, figure out the root. Are you upset about what you're arguing about, or are you upset about something else? Something else going on in your life, something that the person did that you have not communicated about. Y'all, I want to put this out here. This is why I believe it's important to have good communication, because, and this is really for the men, ladies, whether you believe this or not, men, it's not that men are not good communicators. It's that we try to avoid a conversation that's going to lead to another conversation that's going to lead to something else that's going to lead to something else. So we just kind of navigate through it and hold on to things in our head. You ladies, you offend your man all the time.
Yeah.
You may say something, you may not say something, you may respond, you may not respond the way that he wanted. But we are taught that complaining constantly is kind of girly. It's kind of over emotional. Now watch this. But when we hold it in, there can be something that triggers something. And all of a sudden, there is just a bomb. And that bomb may not go down for a month. It may just be constant argument. And you're like, where is this coming from? Well, he's been offended with you for 3 months.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
And so the danger of not communicating with your spouse or with your girl or whatever you got is you don't want to walk around, pay attention, this is for ladies and men. You don't want to walk around, as my dad would say it to me when I was growing up, you don't want to be a ticking time bomb.
Lord Jesus. Lord
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You don't want to be a ticking time bomb. I want to kind of exhaust this just a little bit. Men can take their financial frustration out on their wives. Children. So this is about you as an individual being mature enough to say, okay, pause. I'm not really mad at the fact that you didn't cook what I thought you were going to cook. I'm really mad at the fact that I feel insecure about my lack of funds right now.
Wow.
Jesus.
So making sure, if you want to fix some of the arguments, pause. Shakespeare says, to thine own self be true. Go ahead and admit that there is a root, and let's fix the root. Number 2, in the deliverance arena, charismatic church, we believe in deliverance. So some of you may cough, spit, shake, wiggle a little bit when I say this, because it's going to be some manifestations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch this, y'all. Attempt to see things from your partner's perspective.
That's good.
Help the people.
That's good.
Y'all, I think that's harder
Yeah.
than flying to the moon.
It's hard.
To pause and try to really digest, understand their perspective. We're selfish by nature.
By nature.
So it's hard to put yourself, and this is really for men, ladies. Men approach everything logically, which is good. But men, if you're listening, sometimes you have to exit the logic and become emotional, so you can understand how not if she's making sense or not. I know it doesn't.
I'm so sorry.
Help us.
It don't make no sense, dog.
Help
It
us.
don't make no sense what she talking about.
You minister.
Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. But at least exit the logic and try to feel. It's not about, and that's what you have to understand about a woman. Most of the time, it's not logical. She wants you to understand how she's feeling. And that's hard for us to move out of our logic and step into, well, let me just see how this feels. And we define that as empathy. No, I don't. I've never had that experience. But I can imagine, based upon allowing myself to understand how you're feeling. Does this make sense?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
So if I'm going to maybe heal relationships, if I'm going to work through relationship disagreement and constant arguing, you may want to put yourself in their shoes, try to see the circumstance, what they're arguing about from their perspective. Number 3, set boundaries when it comes to heated discussions. We will not raise our voices in public.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good.
Let me just say this. This is for everybody, man, woman. We should not be making scenes in public.
That's good.
Absolutely not.
That's good.
Men, shut up. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't act a fool in public. One of the fruits of the Spirit, y'all, is self-control.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
That's good.
Pull on that self-control and don't embarrass her, say anything crazy in public. Ladies, you too.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Set boundaries. We won't argue in front of the children.
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
Here's another boundary that is very difficult for us to set, Dr. Court. We will not put our own emotion on a text message.
Oh, that's good.
That's so good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the word was this. So the text message was this. This is why I don't talk to you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's what the sentence was.
Oh, Jesus.
When you finally got on the phone, you said, and you texted me, this is why I don't talk to you. How?
Yeah, like, okay.
You cannot assume a tone that you're not responsible for.
Exactly. Oh, that's good.
So we're going to set boundaries. I'm not going to assume what you meant through a text message.
Through a text message.
That's good now.
That text will do it.
That text.
You can't hear,
Yeah.
I can't hear
Yeah.
Court's emotion, and she can't hear
spin
mine.
on it.
Don't put your own spin on
good.
that. That will help with the arguments. All right? How many have forgiven? 3. Number 4. Ladies,
Point is the point.
Is this
pointed
for
good.
us? Wow.
this is going to help you. I promise you, it may make you manifest
Thank you, Lord.
some spirits in you.
Uh-oh.
Give them, male or female, space.
Space.
Woo.
No, we're going to talk about this now. Y'all, if you want to continue to argue and you want the argument to escalate, talk about it at the wrong time.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Just talk about it at the wrong time. Talk about it at the wrong time.
Wow.
Self-control says this is not the time.
This is not the time.
Let me tell you about a woman that I think men who are very emotional, very me. I can go from 0 to I don't have an in between. I don't know what I don't even know the halfway mark between 1 and 100. What I think if they said is something like 50.
That's what they said.
Chris,
You just skipped it though.
I think it's 50. I think it's, I don't know. I don't do well with math. I think it's 50. You humans do 50.
That's fine. That's all right.
Hear me, y'all.
Jesus.
Pay attention. I think this is what I talk to my men about, the men that follow me. I always use this example. The Hulk. There was one woman that could stand in front of him while he was in, no other human being was safe while the Hulk was in the Hulk form. There was only one woman that could walk up to him and he not hurt her. But what would happen is he would change from the Hulk and go and get this, y'all. And a lot of times, especially in the early, the beginning of the Hulk, he would always come to in a fetal position.
Yes. This is so
He'll
good.
be naked. He'll be naked. He'll have to get clothes because the Hulk ripped him out of his normal clothes. I think there's a special type of woman that can make a man naked, be vulnerable, be transparent, not have to protect ego. Every woman doesn't have the ability to make a man feel comfortable, naked, transparent, not having to protect his masculinity. So I don't know many women that can do that. And the average woman you talk to will say that sex is the key. Absolutely not. Sex is the place where he wants to dominate. Yeah. He's not being transparent. He's not being vulnerable. He's performing there. But do you have the ability with words and how you interact with him, what you say and what you do not say, to get him to be transparent? Watch this. One way that you can, and this is just not about men, but this is for everybody. If you don't have the ability to say, I tell you what, you know I love you. I don't ever want to disrespect you. I don't want to end up saying something that I will regret. Let's come back to this in a couple of hours when we have both calmed down.
That's so good.
Jesus. Message.
But if you are over emotional, you will demand that we talk about it now. Yeah. And you may end up creating, what Dad would say, adding fuel to the fire. Mm-hmm. Wow. And we all know that you can create a fire. I grill a lot. Mm-hmm. I never put anything, after I'm finished cooking, I never put sand over the fire. Yeah. But when I come back in the morning, it's gone. Yeah. Because I gave it time to die down.
Okay. What an analogy.
Oh, wow.
That was good.
Sometimes, y'all, you got to give each other time to calm down, to think. I'm going to say this to you. A real man that love you, or woman, if you give it time, they'll come back and apologize before you even have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, babe, I would say I'm sorry about that. And don't be like, that's all you gonna say. He just said everything, and I'm sorry if I ain't, y'all know. Think about it. If you Blackanese, your mother apologized to you. Ain't no mama said I'm sorry. No black mother has said I'm sorry. A black mother says after she didn't wrongfully beat your butt. Wrongfully. She'll knock on the door and say, I fix your favorite food in there. You go ahead and eat. I don't want you to go to sleep. You're hungry. And get extra too. Get however much you want.
Yeah, some ice cream in there too.
Yeah, and and if you want to go out and play, you can go out there and play. You know I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So give it time. Lastly, we got to go, y'all.
This is so good.
Here's the one that's gonna mess you up.
Tell us.
You will never have a successful relationship if you have to be right.
Woo.
That's good.
That's the one.
Got to be right.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's the one.
All of us who have to be right will never have a successful relationship.
Wow.
Humility is, I know I'm right, but I honor the relationship and peace more than being right.
Peace, peace.
That's so good.
Ego wants to be right. Humility wants peace.
Peace.
Welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. I'm cute though. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Man, Dr. Court, man, I'm telling you, man, Joe said, man, we need more of that, dog. But we got questions, dog. We got questions, man. I got questions, man. We need a mentorship session. So what Congress doing right now?
Confused. They sleep.
Okay.
All right, I got one more question. Just answer it in short words, Dr. Court. Is America in a bad state right now?
Yes, sir.
What do we do?
Unify. Right now, we need unity more than ever. It's the hand. It's the hand.
Try to reach somebody. See y'all Monday.